Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we are going to be talking about Ripple, aka XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. And if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way possible, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. So yes, Bitcoin is trying to break over that 44K mark. It is still kind of weak above the 44K mark. We keep projecting off of that 44.7K zone. Overall, I am still awaiting further confirmation on us getting very bullish on altcoins, just because I am still expecting downward pressure if we do not have a significant break above 44K. Now, I am watching this weekly candle close closely because I do believe that it could be pretty significant. I'm also watching the indices, as you guys are probably all aware of, but those kind of get de-risked over the weekend. So I'm still watching some things, nothing too closely right now, especially even in terms of altcoins. XRP is still sitting around like the 83 centile range. We do see it trying to hit, or I shouldn't say hit, but try to break over that 85.5-cent resistance point. Of course, rejecting off at around almost 86 cents exact, and now we're just kind of ranging sideways. So, a lot of altcoins right now kind of doing that same thing. Some altcoin movement in the market, nothing too significant besides like a few like Avalanche, maybe like 12%. But for the most part, everything's kind of just ranging sideways for the most part right now. And of course, this is because we are still awaiting further confirmation on Bitcoin, like I've said. So with all of that in mind, let's move on and let's talk about some exciting things within, of course, the Ripple community. So first and foremost, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about Swift. So Swift announced this. ISO20022 brings big benefits for banks and their customers. Hear from Deutsche Bank and HSBC how the standard is transforming cross-border payments and how the financial industry is getting ready. Now, the funny thing about this is that I could easily just say, yep, Ripple definitely it has a hand in this, but that's not the case, right? ISO 20022 is just a messaging format. ISO 20022 is nothing too crazy in the sense on, hey, it's going to pump, these assets to incredible heights or anything like that. It's not the case, right? That is definitely not it. In terms of ISO 20022, I think that it's going to bring a revolution to the banking scene 100%. But I want to connect the dots with these banks. Not so much Deutsche Bank, because Deutsche Bank doesn't really have many connections to Ripple, but HSBC does. And as a matter of fact, HSBC is also the bank that worked with Swift on the overall, it was like a white paper, or it was a breakdown on tokenization. It was just a recent update from Swift talking more so about them, moving in on tokenization as a whole. And I talked to you guys a little bit about this, and HSBC was the one that actually powered that white paper. But the funny thing here is that when we are talking about the top 100 banks and Ripple, now this goes back to 2019, I want you to all understand, and yes, I have talked to you guys about this in the past, we do see HSBC number 7, and they're already a customer of Ripple's through SAB, aka SABB, which is, of course, a cross-border instant customer base of Ripple. We do see here as SAB launches new Ripple-based cross-border instant payments. And again, when we are talking about this, this goes back to April 2019. The funny thing about this is you might be wondering, well, what the heck? How does this have any correlation to HSBC? Well, first off, HSBC, you guys do see, is directly connected to SAB, because if we look at who they are, we do see down here a compelling and comprehensive proposition for small, medium, and large companies built on the foundation of being the most international bank in the kingdom through its association with HSBC. Direct connection with HSBC, and this is a pretty significant overall partnership as well, because it is focused on that $156 trillion market that I talked to you guys about a lot. And I mean, of course, when we are talking about HSBC, we do know that it is a major bank. I've discussed to you guys, about this in the past. We serve more than 40 million customers through our global businesses, wealth and personal banking, commercial banking, global banking and markets. Our network covers 64 countries and territories in Europe, Asia, and of course the Middle East and Africa, North America, and even Latin America. And of course, you can read more about this. It's listed on the London, Hong Kong, New York, and Bermuda stock exchanges. Shares in HSBC Holdings, PLC, are held by around 194,000 shareholders in 130 countries and territories. So this is actually a very large bank. Like I said, direct connection to Ripple. And now we are seeing, them really kind of talk more so about this massive transformation in, of course, the cross-border payment scene. And what better way to really kind of focus a light on Ripple in terms of technology when we are talking about, cross-border instant payments, which they're not they're not achieving instant payments without utilizing XRP. And we also see our DBS bank. So I talked to you guys a little bit about this in my Hedera hash graph video from yesterday, but I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this from the overall view here from XRP as well. So we do see breaking Singapore's mega bank DBS $500 billion in assets to launch a retail crypto trading by year end. And we do see our DBS digital exchange. I don't know why that just selected everything. Offers trading services between Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and even XRP. And US, Singapore, Hong Kong dollars and the yen. Our aim was to create a platform that could serve the entire digital asset value chain from deal origination, to tokenization, listing, trading, and custody, all within a trusted and regulated bank franchise. So this is all about crypto adoption, all about talking about, accepting crypto, but also allowing mass retail adoption. And of course, XRP is is one of the many here. And I do believe that XRP at some point in time will definitely become a high tier numbered asset when we're talking about like the top 3. I do think that's coming for that second spot on Ethereum, similar to what it did back in 2017 and 2018 and even in the past as well. We also see our global payout solution is driving payments for Ripple, GrabSG, Alipay, and WeChat Pay, some of the largest fintech companies in the world. Read on to find out why they chose us for their cross-border payment needs. And this is exactly what I've been talking to you guys about. All of these solutions are based around the cross-border payment market. $156 trillion. At 1% market share value, we would be sitting at about $32.58, aka a 38x for XRP. Okay, and even at 10% of that market share value, which is still extremely undervalued for us, $325.76, aka an upside of 387x. This is realistic, especially with all of the solutions that Ripple has already in place. And the reason why I say XRP could grasp a large percentage of this market is because they're, achieving instant, cross-border payments. And they are not doing that without XRP. And again, in terms of Tranglo, I've told you to focus on Tranglo, right? 40% stake in Tranglo is owned by Ripple. Transforming global payments, we simplify cross-border payments so you can focus on keeping your customers happy. Transform your foreign remittance, business, and mobile payments today. And you can read all about Tranglo. We even see our trusted network, 21 currencies, 1,300 payout partners in 128 countries. $11.27 billion processed worldwide, updated on Friday, December 31st, so this is probably a lot more by now. And you can really see, some of their partners as well, TransferWise and stuff like that I've used in the past. You can pretty much see all of the major players here as well. You guys should definitely read more about Tranglo. They are a massive company and a huge company for Ripple to be, partnered with as well. And, these names matter. I mean, these are huge names in this area of expertise where I do see a massive amount of money flowing through Ripple. We do see, fact, 1,300 payout partners, 20 million transactions, $4 billion transaction value already. They have a ton of offices in Singapore, London, UAE, Jakarta, and even Kuala Lumpur. I'm hoping that I'm saying that correctly, but I'm probably not. It is all good though. But this is positioned all around the world and focused on cross-border payments. This is why 10% market share value for Ripple, or aka XRP, right, is not unrealistic, especially with everything that is happening right now within, of course, crypto. We even see our IMF, central bank digital currencies, are the future of money. Wow, I would not have guessed that, would you? Because honestly, I've been seeing this, moving very, very fast. When we are talking about everything that is happening, right? I have been telling you to all focus on things that are moving forward faster than we've ever seen. The reason why we are seeing, central bank digital currencies being talked about on a day-to-day basis is because it's being streamlined. Okay? Focus here, right? Crypto, stablecoin boom makes, digital dollar push more urgent. Treasury official. Okay? We even see here, we absolutely support an urgent study of CBDCs. Okay, and the reason why is because we are seeing mass adoption of stablecoins. There are many ways in which it could be implemented, which have important implications for the financial system. We support the work in this across all dimensions. Of course, right? And we even see, the officials believe a Fed coin will probably determine how stablecoins coexist with a CBDC, which she thinks can happen, and said it's possible a CBDC could supplant stablecoins, depending on the kinds of features the Fed would choose for it. And we even see our goal with the PWG report was that the private stablecoin in fact be stable and can function as a constant unit of value. But there are questions in the future as to how it would coexist with the CBDC and whether that's the best financial system in the future. And the best part about this is that's really kind of, I would say, when we're talking about CBDCs, we're talking about stablecoins, we're talking about all of this stuff, right? It's all based around liquidity, essentially zero credit and liquidity risk, and would be the most desirable form of holding cash, especially during periods of market turbulence where a financial institution's credit worthiness might be called into question. And this is all talking about, I just told you guys yesterday that XRP is basically solving the liquidity crisis. XRP is the key for a 2008 event to never happen again. We could literally save the financial markets, in terms of inflation rates and all that kind of stuff, right? But the best part about this is that it's all centered around CBDCs and it's all centered around stablecoins. The best part is that ledger technology, DLTs, right, could facilitate private stablecoins, private central bank digital currencies to be issued and utilized specifically on these ledgers that give a bank, or a central bank, I should say, the power over that, asset specifically without sacrificing decentralization of course, the network. So all of this is incredible in terms of, things to really kind of look forward to. Like I said, I'm focused on market cap value for the cross-border payment market because I do believe that XRP is well positioned to disrupt this, because we even go back in time and we do know that Ripple was working with many banks, SAB being one of them, but you guys can see all of them. I mean, here's some trials of some major banks, but SBI is labeled on here as already, being utilized. We see some customers as well via Rise Bank, SAB, even, RippleNet Committee as well for, Bank of America, which we do know is in question right now, but this is from 2019. And of course, it does have a ton of customers as well. We see some major names on the list, which I will most likely talk about into tomorrow's video. But there's a ton of things to look forward to with Ripple and XRP. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, did definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.